Hi, so my name is Nichelle Hall, and I'm the chair of the Communications Committee of the Washoe County Central Committee of the Republican Party, and I'm here with Bruce Parks, our chairman of the party. And we just want to get to know Bruce a little bit today and talk about the holiday that we are now upon, which is Mother's Day. So regarding Mother's Day, Bruce, did your own mother have any kind of influence or impact on your politics or where you are politically with your beliefs?
Now, I thought we were calling this Birthing Person's Day.
I'm
Is
sorry.
it still Mother's Day?
Birthing person. No, I
Sorry,
refuse.
I don't want to be
no,
politically
it's mother.
incorrect.
Forever it's mother, madre to our
Mother's Day.
Yes.
Same here. My mother did have a huge impact on my politics. I grew up in a family of staunch Democrats. Of course, these were the Kennedy Democrats, all right?
Yes.
Not to be confused with the Democrat Socialists of today.
Right.
But
Yes.
growing up in a staunch Democrat household, questioning all along the way, because even then, I still paid a little bit of attention to what was going on in the world. A little bit.
Right.
Yeah. And when I left home finally and got out there in the great big world, I quickly came to the realization that I was anything but a Democrat. And,
Can you parse that out a little bit?
well, the general sentiment as I was growing up was the only thing Republicans care about is making money.
Yes, I remember hearing that too.
Now, even then, not knowing any more about the world than I knew, it seemed reasonable to me that if Republicans are the entrepreneurs and the business owners and the bankers and such, are they not contributing just as much to the economy as the carpenters and the auto workers?
If not more. So
I mean, well, we could debate that. However, without somebody creating the jobs, those people don't have jobs.
that is my point. Yeah, that's my very
So,
point.
growing up, questioning some of this, when I finally got away from home,
Yeah.
I got to delve into it more. I became acutely aware. I am not a Democrat.
Right.
Not even a Kennedy Democrat.
Yeah, but I love the sentiments of the Kennedy Democrat, that they were interested in national security back then, and of course all the social concerns that we still have with us today. They were champions of those, and I relate to that deeply, but definitely there's been such a massive shift between what we had then and what we have now, even though we understand that there are Democrats in the center that still hold to some of those morals and values and virtues, hearkening back to the Kennedy days. It's just that we're seeing that be hijacked by a very way out there, I would say, extreme side of the left.
Well, I think the distinction is a lot of those folks that were Kennedy Democrats, if you will, they actually did care about this country, what this country stands for, and where we want to go as a country. We're still the last bastion of freedom in the world.
Right.
And there are people out there that are opposed to that very idea. Now, just because you call yourself a Democrat doesn't necessarily mean that you're a patriot. There's a distinction, a huge distinction. The majority of the Democrat Party are socialists. In fact, just recently, the entire Democrat Party of
Yes.
Nevada claimed to be a democratic socialist.
That's right.
Which is why, well, Harry Reid pushed some of the legislation through before he died.
Yeah, that was a sad day when that.
Well, it was a huge up
Happened.
yours to the Democrat Party.
Yes, it was.
He did not support socialism any more than the Kennedy Democrats did. They were adamantly, diametrically opposed to socialism and communism. I think we should call today's Democrats exactly what they are, communist. Don't call them socialist. Socialism always ends in communism, always.
Right. And it's like...
They want you to think that, well, we're just for a different economic type program or platform, which is what socialism claims to be. But ultimately, it ends in communism.
Yes.
Every single time.
Right, and even before it gets to that full-blown communism, it's curtailing your freedoms. It's minimizing the growth of our economy. It's, shortcutting capitalism and liberty.
It has been demonstrated time and time again, the only economic system that has a chance of pulling people out of poverty is capitalism. Socialism will never do that. Socialism makes everybody equally miserable, as does communism.
Right.
Capitalism, on the other hand, has demonstrated in numerous countries throughout the world. Third world developing countries that established capitalism as their basic economic system have flourished.
Raised people's standards
Raised
of
their
living.
standard of living beyond all of their expectations.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's not a real mystery why that is.
When freedom is allowed to prosper, the people themselves meet with prosperity.
Yes, it releases your creativity, and it empowers and prompts you to pursue your dream, because no one is putting a cap on what you can do, what you can say, what you're allowed to do, the parameters that you can operate in, and so forth and so on. The more freedom, the more responsible freedom you have in a society, the better off the people are. So we want the people, I think everybody wants people to be well in a good situation and flourish, but it's how we get there. All we have to do is look at history. We just need to teach history in the schools to show those differences and let people see exactly the bipolarity of those two ideas. We do not want to drift further and further into socialism/communism.
Well, going back to our original topic, while my mother may not have agreed with my political positions, there's absolutely no doubt in my mind she'd be proud of me for standing up for what I believe in.
Amen. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And Mom was coming from a good heart. She was coming from those Kennedy virtues and values, which we share. We share a lot of that with that set. So, fantastic. Thank you.